Western. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Brings in the kick at the 9. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Straight to the air they go. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Going on first down. Fields. Taken in by Smith. And they bring him down around the 34.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here we go. High. High. High.
Now Fields again. This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Hey, here we go. All right.
Another throw for Fields. That one was incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is to beat.
It's out. And it's recovered by the offense. But Brock, it's 4th down. But no only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. First and 10 now from the 46. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Baker now from the gun. It is caught left side. He's got it in the red zone. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Throwing again is Baker. Brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
180! Watch one!
Once more, it's Mayfield. He brings it in. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Run, run, run! 180!
Slot man motioned over.
Stop!
Jones will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Sick. Where he hurt? 180! Kings, Kings, Kings! Scott!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Jordan hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. to return it. Here's Isaiah Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Fields out of the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's Smith on the slant. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've set it down from 37.
Oh, let's go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive.
Easy.
Throwing again, it's Fields. He's got it in the red zone. He's running into the secondary. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Jets start to fight back with their first points of this game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's a man, Justin Jefferson. Racing down the left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Escapes the defender. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. 551. Hey, Monday. Right.
Looking now from the gun. They get to him way behind the line on this one to take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is 2nd and quite a bit after that sack. Back to throw. Here's Fields. That's complete to Gesicki outright. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
West right. 19 shots. West right, zip. Track.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie from Michigan. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Fortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this. Protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense. Well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Hoping to head in the right direction, man. Save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield now from the gun. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Now here's Mayfield. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone on first. Goes out. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Real.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
Easy.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, never mind Monday. Hey, can. Tonight.
1st down throw for Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration Really imperative this quarterback stay positive.
11.
Just keep chopping away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried to get that one to Arian Smith. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Oh, let's go. Right.
Fields on 3rd. Sends this to the end zone. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a one-score game before halftime. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts from the goal line. He gets popped quickly there. That's not a nice feeling or a nice run back. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. 1st down. Here's Baker. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Looking quickly here. Baker now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Point it right. 180. Up. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
180. What's up?
Baker throwing again. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Mayfield to throw again. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And it's going to be 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Pistol. What's up?
Stick it in the air. Here's Mayfield. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Reichert connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here's Rodgers. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! That's up.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
180! That's up.
Throwing again is Baker. Completes downfield to Felton. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. And in motion out of the slot.
Alert, alert! Hurry, hurry! What's up?
First and 10, here's Jones. And this one's going to get all the way down inside the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Good! 180! Done!
Jones. Take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks sent his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
Fields on first down. Escapes the pocket. He's on the crosser. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set. From the red zone now. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
We've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 180! Run, run, run. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings push their lead to 15. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Reichard on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings take a 16-point lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. No mas, no mas.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Right.
2nd and 10 now. Fields. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe.
West right there. Right.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. That one's caught along the left sideline. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Here we go, son. Carlos, extend. EQ. Tonight.
Another throw for Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, Kate, the Angels, here's that. Angel. You got a mini.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No mas. Mayday. Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
3rd and long for him here. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Fields throwing once more. Chased out to his right. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the red zone on 1st. And the ball's loose. This is scooped up by the Vikings.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
King. 20. Watch quit. Watch out.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
180. Run.
Mayfield now from the gun. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Pistol. 180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Here we go. It's Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, son. Green 19, got EQ!
First down throw for Fields. In the double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. He's there for the interception. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. 2nd down carry for Jones. And they'll manage to contain him after a 6-yard pickup. Jarvis Bradley there to make that play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Running back motions right. 3rd and short, Mayfield. That's caught. This is innocent. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Vikings hold both a football and a solid lead as they try to close this one out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Going tight end run here. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
180!
Baker now from the gun. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
180!
Out of the gun, give to Jones. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
180! Regular! Hey, alert 33!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did. feet nines, Kate. Feet nines, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nines move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
180! Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Real. Watch out!
Mayfield throwing on fourth. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Got the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
Point it right. Watch out!
First down throw here, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now give up the middle to Jones. Pop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Vikings nearing their 9th win of the season. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Good! 180!
We put a receiver in motion left.
Watch out!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hurry!
Man in motion here.
20! Hurry! Watch out!
They get it on the keeper. That'll be the first and more. And they're going to have goal to go as he stopped at the 6. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
6.
They kick the running back in motion. Man in motion, out of the slot.
Stop!
They'll run here with Jones. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play.
Medic! Here we go. We're good. Hey, Ken. West side, sit. Right.
Fields on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. So we get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Watch out!
Second quarterback run here. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from New York.
In love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause don't stop. Hey ladies, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage and you backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah. Too bad, gotta deal with it. Some of y'all too big for your britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? Come on, too bad, gotta deal with it. Some of y'all too big for your britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? You know who you are. I made this diamond plated, taking the Morgan Wallen in an elevator. I'll be turning on you like a generator. I'll be the greatest that you ever hated, that you ever hated. Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under